Good afternoon. My name is Christine Denny's. I'm going to be your instructor today, and we are going to be talking about social media. This is the fourth part of our social media series, and we are going to be talking about all things video based. On miamirealtors.com, the first area that I want to take you to is going to be a specific page that was created for you. I'm going to be sharing it with you, and I have been discussing it throughout the series. This is miamirealtors.com/tech training. Inside of this page, you can find the social media series as you see. We're going to give this a quick click and review all that we've done during the series. So if you have been with me the entire series, in part one, we did create our Facebook business page. We optimized it for the real estate business, and we claimed our realtor.com profile. Aside from that, for part two, we talked about building our brand. How did we build our brand? We found our audience. We performed an online edit. We boosted our reputation via reviews. And then we also talked about having a website, making sure that we're following social media guidelines, trademark rules, as well as getting comfortable with social media tools. Inside of part three, we talked about content for your brand, what to post, how to post it, where to find free stock images, as well as how to use editing applications like canva.com. In today's class, we want to focus on all things video related. So we want to talk about Facebook and Instagram today. I want to show you how to go live, how to make a story, how to do a reel. And we also want to share with you different video ideas that you can do, as well as the importance of virtual open houses and tours, neighborhood community videos, as well as client testimonials and your realtor introductory video. So in today's class, we're going to go through quite a lot. So we want to go ahead and jump into that. Inside of Facebook, we want to make sure that we are on our business page. So tapping on pages will give you access to the list of all of the pages you manage. You want to select your real estate business page, and we want to make sure that we are connecting our Instagram and our Facebook pages, making sure that those two pages are connected. As I scroll down, the first thing that I want to do is verify that I'm connected. So I'm going to click on settings. And once I click on settings, I'm going to scroll back down and click on Instagram. This is going to show me whether I've connected the accounts or not. At this time, I am currently connected. To do so, all you're going to need is your username for Instagram, as well as your password for Instagram. Once the two accounts have merged, then you'll be able to manage both of them from your Meta Business Suite. And as I scroll back into Christy Denny's Real Estate Instructor, you have your Meta Business Suite that's available here. And this way, you're able to access your planner and your publishing tools to be able to post once in both places. Also, when you post to Facebook, now you're able, if there's no link, to also post to Instagram. And now when you post to Instagram, it can always come back and be posted onto Facebook. So being able to work smarter, not harder on social media. Now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's go ahead and verify the information on our Instagram. So from here, you're able to do quite a lot. I am on Instagram.com/my username, which is CDMiamiRE. I did want to show you that up at the top, you are able to edit your profile. So we're going to tap on edit profile. Some of the information that you want to edit is you want to make sure to have a nice clear name, a username. Your username should be the same name as the username inside of your Facebook business page, the same name or same username on Twitter and all of your social media if possible. If you have a website, you can link it here. Instagram does allow you to link after you've hit X amount of followers. If not, the link tree option is a fantastic option. This way you can link multiple articles into your Instagram, only because until you meet X amount of followers, Instagram will not let you link content. This is an example of the Miami Trainer link tree where I'm able to, or the team is able to link our social media tips, resources, how to register for class, our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Miami Realtors page. So if you need to get your social media follower that's on Instagram off of that social media page and into more important pages like a resource page or your website, then this is a great option. Also, if you're linking particular articles, specials, showings, etc. Linktree. This is an example of ours. We're going to go ahead and take a quick peek at the Linktree website where you're able to sign up. It is at no cost to you, and you can go ahead and get started at no cost. Tapping on getting started, it's just going to ask you for an email, a password, where you can then sign up and register. Okay. Moving back into our page, we're going to scroll down. We do want to add a short bio that grabs your attention. We are going to be talking about sprucing up Instagram to get more eyes on there a little later. Moving down, you want to make sure to have your email address. You can tap on confirm email to register that email. Your phone number, you can include your gender if you'd like. And if you want to include your account as a recommended account amongst other similar accounts, you can check off here. So for this to be powerful, you want to make sure that your bio is very clear. Once you're done with this page, you want to submit any changes and you can review your professional account. If you click on professional account, make sure to include your category. I'm going to tap on change to show you the type of categories that there are. We are going to be using the real estate category. You can use, we're going to search Realtor and use the real estate agent category simply by checking it off and tapping on done. Okay, once you're done, you want to go ahead and submit those changes and you have a category listed. If you wanted to change your password, you can, your apps and websites. I have Canva associated with my current page, and you can do this through Canva. Email and text messages, these are the notifications that you'll be receiving. You can check off or uncheck whatever notifications you wish not to receive. Same for your push notifications. From here, you can manage your contacts. If you'd like to remove any of these synced contacts, privacy and security. If you have a private account, hashtags will not function. So people cannot follow you. So one of the benefits of having a private account is that you can see, and someone would have to request to be your friend to see your content. But in all actuality, if someone's very interested in your content, they will follow you regardless of it being private or not. So if you are a private account though, whatever you post will only be available to the people that are currently following you. So growing your account will be quite difficult if you're not able to be found through hashtags or even through the algorithm of including fresh video into. When it comes to privacy and security, if you have a private account, that means that your account is private. Only people who you have approved to see your pictures and your videos can see your Instagram. That means if you are creating hashtags, videos, and you want to be found, then you need to have a public account. Now, if your goal is to engage the people that do follow you, then you don't have to make this change. But to grow your account, a public account is easier to grow than a private. A public account is easier to find by others than a private account, only because the hashtag will not function. You have the ability to allow accounts you follow and anyone you message to see when you were last active. I'm going to remove that. When it comes to story sharing, this will let people share your stories as messages. This is up to you if you would like them to be able to reshare your information. And then this embeds allows people to embed your post on a profile or on a website. So if they want to add that outside of Instagram to include it in articles and blogs, they can. When it comes to comments, you can edit your comment settings, right? So you can hide comments that contain specific words that you can add here, or you can use default keywords that you'd like to hide from your comments. I'm not going to worry about these comments. When it comes to photos of you, you can add them automatically. So you can choose how you want photos to be added to your profile, whether you want them to be added automatically or to be added manually. When it comes to account data, you can view all of your account data here. And you also have the ability to add a two-factor authentication code in logging into your social media. If you would like to download your data, you can do it right from here. And then when it comes to privacy and security help, you have this available. When it comes to allowing app mentions, that means that anyone can go ahead and you can choose whether you're allowing another account to link you to their stories, their comments, their live videos, or their captions, because they are currently mentioning you. If you want them to be able to link you that way, then you can allow everyone to do that, people that you follow or no one. You're also able to create guides where other people are able to use your posts. And then when it comes to your posts, did you want to hide your likes and view counts? If you would like to be able to see the total number of likes and views on your posts from other accounts, you can turn this on so that others can see it, or you can keep it off. You can also allow tags, whether you want them from anyone, people you follow, or no one. And then of course you have your requests from the shop, which we don't have to bother with right now. When it comes to login activity, you can see the last place you had logged in, and you're also able to see whether that was you or not. And you can choose to confirm whether that was you or not. And this will help the system make sure that no one's broken into your account. All right, now that we have reviewed our settings, we want to, so now that we've edited our profile, reviewed our professional account, updated all of our notifications, let's get familiar with some of our options. So if I tap on my headshot, this will give me access to stories. I'm going to tap on here, and this is going to give you an example of everything that I've posted today. Stories last 24 hours. There are also small bubbles that are available inside of the feed. So if I tap on our feed, this is where a story would populate, and it'll be here for 24 hours. Moving back into the profile. We then have our posts. These are part of your profile. These will stay on your profile permanently until you delete them. And when somebody reviews your profile, this will be a combination of all of the data and all of the posts that you have made. So think of your posts as a curated representation of who you are, who your business is, and the message that you want to portray. When it comes to Reels, these are videos that you've created. They can include music, pictures, text, audio, filters, and more. And you also have videos that you can create. You also have any saved content that you liked to come back and preview. And then you have content where you have been tagged by others, and it'll be available on the tag section. In today's class, we want to get familiar with Reels. We want to get familiar with stories, and we want to get familiar with videos. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Instagram, and we'll have up at the top our stories that you can tap on a story and have access to information. These are the stories from the Miami Association of Realtors, and I can click through them and quickly preview. The plus sign will give us access to do a post, a story, a reel, or to go live. When it comes to the heart, We're able to see how our audience is responding to our Instagram. You can see how many people have liked our stories or our posts. Let's go back. And then when it comes to the small bubble, you're able to have or begin conversations with others. Moving on back. From here, we can scroll down, and this is what's called a feed. Here you're able to see what others have posted inside of Instagram. So inside of Instagram, you'll have a variety of different posts that agents can do. They can do multiple posts about their business. You're also able to see ads like this one. You're able to see reels. These are videos that create engagement due to either messages, songs that they like. And you can see up above, this is listed as a reel. As we continue to scroll, we have another reel that's available. As we continue to scroll, we have another reel that we can see. Instagram is pushing the algorithm that is the reel. So if you create more reels, you have more chances of growing your social media following, only because the algorithm of Instagram sees that these are the most engaging on the network. And since they want us to come back, log back on and watch, they're going to push the material that keeps everyone on. And these happen to be reels. Let's talk about how we can post some of these. They can either see it through the feed. They can see the stories up at the top. And then towards the bottom, you have another menu. That menu includes the home page, a search page, and what you use to search are hashtags. So if we wanted to find real estate content, we would input real estate, and we will have a results of multiple companies that or people that we are already following. And if you press search on the top bottom, on the bottom of the page, you'll have top posts that have inputted the hashtag real estate, accounts with the name real estate, audio clips that were created that are named real estate, tags and hashtags that include the word real estate, places that include the word real estate. And they do work based on location as well. So that is also taking into consideration. Based on what others are looking for, it updates their algorithm. This is why the hashtag is so important in your posts, because it's how people find you. Towards the bottom, you can click on the reel icon, and this will automatically take you into a feed where you're able to see reels. Now, the beauty about the reel is when you post a reel, Instagram will post it onto this feed. That means reels are able to be seen by people and accounts who are outside of your general sphere of influence and followers. That's why you get so much more traction and views on reels. Moving down, you have a store that you can preview, and then we also have our name where we can come back and preview our page. Up at the top, you have your professional dashboard that you can manage just like you did in Facebook. Let's get started by clicking on the plus sign, and let's get started with first going live. If I were to tap on the live button to begin a live presentation, the system will ask me towards the bottom to verify that I am going live. You can see here. Aside from that, before we go live, you can actually choose a filter. You have beautifying filters that have been created. So for example, I'm going to choose this one where it has smoothed the skin and altered the colors behind me so that when I do go live, I am more visually appealing since this is social media. You have multiples that you can choose from simply by tapping the next option to preview which look you would prefer on your video. To find more of them, you can simply tap to see the effects. You can either save an effect or view the effect page. So tapping on view effects page will give you access to how other people are using the effect. I'm going to tap on cancel. Aside from choosing effects for yourself, you're also able to choose verbiage. So when it comes to these little lines here, I can tap on it and I can give my live a title. We can do, or give it a specific name, social media Q&A with a Miami trainer. So it lets everyone know what you're doing. And then as you see, your followers and anyone watching will see this title. So you want to add the title to your live. After, you also have this icon here where you're able to select a nonprofit for people to donate to if you'd like to do anything associated with that. I'm going to tap on cancel. We're going to tap on the next icon, and this will give you access to broadcasting it to public so anyone can watch you and followers will be notified. So anyone on Instagram that's currently your follower will be notified that you're going live. You do have the option to go live by yourself or with others to practice. Nobody will be notified, and you can change the audience when you're ready. So for example, if you've never gone live before, you can choose this second option and set your audience. This means that nobody will know that you are currently live and that you can practice before you actually go live. So we can see that this icon has changed. And then here, you're actually able to schedule that live. So you can give it a name, social media Q&A with a Miami trainer. And you can choose a start time. So today at 4:30, I'm going to tap on done. And then your scheduled live video will appear in your profile. So you could go ahead and schedule that live video by tapping on schedule live video. And your live video is now scheduled, and it'll help people discover your live video by adding the detail to your post. People can also get a reminder of your post. So towards the bottom, you can either save this for later or share as a post. So we're going to tap on share as a post. So as you can see, as I refresh, you have that live video scheduled that is set up on your Instagram. You can tap on here. You can always edit this if you need to. Right? So if I wanted to cancel it, which I do, I can cancel that live video, but I wanted to show you that that's available. And when we go back into our live, tapping on here and tapping on live, what was one of the ideas that you had in mind when you were looking at this example? A great example that you have is that you can do plenty of things on live, letting people know. Some of those things are that open house, that virtual open house that's so important. You can schedule that live so that everybody knows in advance that you're going to be there. You also have the opportunity to reach out to your customers. The system lets them know that you're live, so you don't have to do the marketing. The system can do the heavy lifting for you. And these new assets to the program are going to help you get comfortable, especially the one right here when it comes to visibility. So if you've never done this before, the hack of selecting your audience to practice, tapping on set audience will give you that space to get comfortable with being on camera. It'll also give you that opportunity to go ahead and choose the filter you want to use, give it the name you want to use with these three little lines, and get comfortable speaking to your audience. So let's move into the next option and the next tutorial on Instagram. All right. Clicking on that X, we're going to tap on here. Now that we're familiar with going live, let's go ahead and click on Reel. So when it comes to the Reel, you can do quite a lot of things on a Reel. So for example, towards the bottom, we have all of those really cool, let me tap on the honeypot filters that you can use again to smooth the skin and to update your background. And you can also tap on these little stars and it'll give you access to any of the trending filters that others are using. So we have the cute nose filter, we have a moody filter, we have a hay filter, right? And as I choose them, you can see the preview up at the top. Aside from that, you can choose different reels, right? So you have the super beat one that you can use that'll update your reel. So some of those special effects have already been created for you. You have the scan line. We have the split screen, the focus, the starry night, voice effects, golden glitter. And you can go through these and just pick the ones that you would prefer, get comfortable, start playing with the different options that you have. Once you've selected one, you want to tap on that filter and slide right back so that you are front and center. Now we want to talk about some of the menu items. You can add music. So we're going to tap on that music icon. You have saved music. These are different audios that you liked that you have selected to use. So we have, for example, the original audio that I've selected. I like it, so I'm going to tap on done to add it to my reel. And it lets me know that I can record up to 5 seconds using that reel. Then here, the number 1 with the X, what this is going to do is slow down my audio. So if you are doing an audio or a reel where you are copying or lip syncing somebody else, this will slow down the reel so that you're able to catch up with what they're saying. So that means you don't have to memorize the entire script. You also have the small boxes here. These are your layouts where you're able to change the layout of your reel, whether it's going to be a split screen, and you have different options here to include. Aside from being able to do different layouts, you also have a timer. You can go ahead and set the timer of how long that audio is going to be. And when I set the timer once again, you see where it says that countdown? I've just moved it up to 10 seconds. Set the timer. And this will give me 10 seconds before I have to get started in what I'm doing. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and shoot a reel, I can go ahead and do an example. I have the countdown so that this gives me time to get ready. And as you can see, what I did was I did a small video of me pointing in different directions. Once you've created that video, what you can do is go back in and add the text. So I'm going to go ahead and click back. I'm going to choose the wording, and then I'm going to add a caption that I want to include inside of my reel. So we're going to do creating a reel on Instagram. Okay, so once I've inputted that, you have a few options at the top. You can either change the layout from side to side or centered. You also can change the color. So we're going to tap on here. We can change the color to blue, green, yellow, whichever colors you'd like. I'm going to do the white and black. So as I tap on here, you can choose whether it's going to be a curved white. You can choose whether it's going to be clear with no background, white background, black letters, or black background, white letters. And then you have an action icon where you can click on here, right? And it'll have them rush into the screen. I personally don't like this, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to tap on done, and I can move my title wherever I'd like. Now, as I scroll up, you see this grid line? You want to be conscious of the grid line on the right and on the top to make sure that your information is going to be between these so that you're not cut off. Another option that you can do is when you're looking at those grid lines, you can pinch the words in order for you to minimize your photo so that you don't get cut off. I'm going to take my words. I can either make them smaller. I can put them wherever I'd like. Right? If it's here, this is a dark space, maybe I can click on here and change it so that I don't have a background. I can change it to white. So I'm going to put it on my shirt. And then I'm going to tap on done. When it doesn't work, just tap it again, tap on done. If you click on it and you would like it bigger, you see this ball on the right-hand side. You're going to increase it by dragging it upward, tapping on done. Now, how would I add additional messages? Tap on the words, and you're going to put in your first comment. So my first comment is, when you're creating a social media reel, you want to be brief. So I've inputted that. We're going to click up at the top to give it a background. We're going to tap on done. We're going to watch my finger for the first point. And it's here. So I'm going to take the word and I'm going to move it so that it's right above my finger. Pinch it to make it smaller. And down here, where it says the words, you're going to tap. And you're going to watch the video and drag the bottom so that it lines up with that finger. So I'm going to take it and minimize it from both ends. Take the playing line, move it back, and watch to see when your finger goes up. So it goes up right there is where it starts. So you want to drag the beginning to also be there. Once you tap on done, you can see that I've positioned that first point where I have added it in. So we're going to do another example with the same reel to add in the second point. How would I do that? Tapping on back, tapping on the words, and bringing up your second point. So aside from be brief, we can put good lighting as the second point. After I've inputted that, I'm going to tap on done. Towards the bottom, we're going to click on good lighting. We're going to drag the beginning of the video and watch the video for when my finger goes to the next point, which is off screen. And then you're going to take the ends and also push it so that it ends there. Now, since I'm currently off screen, I would have to re-edit my initial video. Another option you have is to tap on done, tapping on preview, taking your video and making it smaller and re-editing where they are. So our first one, be brief, we would move. The second one we would take hinge and we're here. So as I watch, tapping on done, now creating a reel on Instagram needs to be edited. So I can either make it smaller, add that background, tap on next, done. Save as draft. Exit out. Okay. So when you go back into your videos, you'll have your drafts, the type of content that you made, and your views. So as you can see, it is not a difficult thing to do, but it can be time consuming and there is a little practice required in creating these reels. But if you look at the type of exposure that you're getting, it's significant. So if we click on the first graph, you have all of my posts and I can go ahead and click on here and we can see the insight. So tapping on insight will give us 7 likes, 0 comments, 6 shares, 1 save, which is good. That's great interaction. We can see the overview. Accounts reached 78, content interaction 14, profile activity 1. If I continue to scroll, I can see my reach, my content interaction, and my profile activity. And if I wanted to boost it and create an ad, let's go back and take a look at another one. Here's another one. This is more personable. I'm on here. Also are my co-workers, Robert and Connie, and a member who attended an in-person class. This is more personal. It's regarding building relationships, so it has a better reach. We can see that 19 people have liked it, and we can take a look at our insights. When it comes to insights, I had 20 likes. I had 1 comment, 4 shares. Okay, and then when it comes to account reach, there's 145 accounts that I was able to reach, 25 interactions with this post. Right, and we're able to see the impressions from home and from the profile, the interactions and the profile activity. So going back, this is a great picture that was shared by our co-worker Connie, and we all posted it. This is the insight. So let's take a look at these for a picture of Miami. Okay, so they're not bad, but if you take a look at, let's go back, the reels are here. These are our drafts. We have 73 views on this one, 397 views here, 558, 2,456, almost 600 here, 450, 366. We have 725 here, 1,500 over here, right? This one has 1,300 and something. And my first reel that I posted, super scared and not wanting to do it, it had 3,208. And this one, I really didn't know how to maneuver the wording or how to crop them or synchronize them. I didn't know how to do that for a while, and I still got quite a lot of views on my reels. If you look at your insights, let's look at this one.
Why would you buy a home without a realtor? Would you canoe without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without hanging on tight to your girlfriend? I'm your girlfriend.
So this one's a little funny.
Why would you buy a home
liked
without
it.
a realtor? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle
You
without
click
hanging
on here, the 3 dots, and tap on View Insights. You're able to see that there was 2,456 plays, 34 likes, 2 comments, 13 shares, and 5 saves. Aside from that, we were able to reach 2,322 accounts. So it gives you how many accounts were reached, how many plays there were, how many content interactions were available with this post. So when it comes to this one, if you like it and you want to do it, you can simply tap on this audio, save the audio, or use the audio. You'll have access to the screen. You'll have your filter that you can use, and you can simply tap on play.
Why would you buy a home without a realtor? Would you canoe without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without hanging on tight to your girlfriend? I'm your girlfriend.
And then once you've worded that, you can preview it.
Why would you buy a home without a realtor? Would you canoe without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without hanging on tight to your girlfriend?
You can always tap on
I'm your girlfriend.
back to redo it.
Why would you buy
You
a
can
home without a
add
realtor?
Verbiage
Would you canoe?
by clicking on the letters. Why would you buy a home without a realtor? You can add an icon. So it's right here, the little faces, and you can look for an emoji, maybe a house, maybe some keys. So let's review that, keys. All right, tap on
Without a
done.
life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without hanging on tight to your girlfriend?
You can swipe with your
I'm
thumb
your girlfriend.
from the right of the screen.
Why would you
and
buy a home
update
without
the
a
filter
realtor? Would you canoe without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back
to
of a
whichever one
motorcycle
you'd
without
like.
hanging on tight
You
to your
also can
girlfriend?
add,
Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without
tapping on
hanging
here,
on
you
tight to
have
your
different
girlfriend?
aesthetics and special effects that you can
I'm your
choose from.
girlfriend. Why would you
Also
buy a
tapping
home
on
without
the
a
top.
realtor? Would you canoe without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle
You
without
can
hanging on
tap
tight to your
on a GIF
girlfriend?
to add a picture,
I'm your
indicate for
girlfriend.
them to have the sound
Why would you
on.
buy a home without a
Clicking
realtor?
on sound
Would you
on,
canoe without a
I can
life
pinch and
jacket?
make it smaller. Add it on the
Would you
top
ride on the
right-hand corner.
back of a
Making
motorcycle
sure of
without
my
hanging on
grids,
tight to your girlfriend?
right?
I'm your girlfriend.
And you can tap on next.
Why would you buy a home without a realtor? Would you canoe
To
without a
post.
life jacket?
From here, you would write your caption. Captions should be long. There is a tip that I want to show you. Hey guys, creating reels is easy. You just have to get started, period. They can actually be really fun and add great dimension and interaction to your content on social media, period. Get started today by using this audio, period. Tap on the try it icon to get started now, period. For more tips, follow me on social media, period. But to break up the information, you'd have to find the period, include another period so that the return button comes up, create another period, tap on that return, and now you're able to create spaces in your social media posts. From there, you can tap on OK. And I also wanted to show you that you can also add icons. So from here, you have these small face that you want to click on, and you want to make sure to add icons. You can search for things. So get started. I'm going to do a little green check mark. And then I'm going to tap on OK. Review my information. Under social media, a happy face, a little wink that I can add, but it makes what you're posting a little bit more interesting. So you want to make sure to scatter those through. Now, before you post, you see where it says cover? You want to tap on that cover, and towards the bottom, you have the ability to choose by scrolling through the front page that you would like. So you can choose that one. It's a big smile. I'm happy. I'm going to choose that. Or I can add from my camera roll. So if I tap on add from my camera roll, then I'll have all of the pictures available for me, and I can choose an image to lay atop. So for example, if I want to choose, I can go ahead and choose that. So for example, you can tap on done, and how it'll populate will be whatever cover you picked. You also have the ability to crop the profile image. So if you tap on crop profile image, this is how it would look. You can either choose to scroll down, scroll up, or center it the way that you would like that picture. Tap on done. And then you also have the ability to tag people. So if there's anyone else you'd like to tag on here, you can either add that tag. I would tag, of course, my coworkers. Maybe you want to tag the association. If you are doing things with the association, taking a class with the association, getting a designation, visiting an office, to get additional exposure, you can always try tagging or adding us, your trainers. And we will, of course, if we see it, try to repost you. The Miami Association of Realtors, any interaction too, you can go ahead and select them to tag them. You can also invite collaborators to help you with your social media if you're working with a team. Tapping on done and then tapping on share will give you that option to share that reel. Of course, you want to always add your location. And if you wanted to add those hashtags, you would click here. Make sure to put that period so you can get that return key. And then from here, start adding your, I would do another one. I would do a few returns and then start adding in those hashtags. So simply hashtag. And then whatever you'd like. Right, so as I type them in, Realtor, for example, any really big hashtag will show you if anybody that you follow follows that hashtag for ideas. You too can follow hashtags for ideas. So for example, there's Realtor tips. I'm going to remove my periods. Okay. And then I would tap on OK to post it. So far we talked about how you can go live on Instagram. We talked about how to do a reel. When it comes to a story, you can tap on your small head and you're able to add stories. So you can post them using that plus sign. You can tap on the blank camera to take a new story, right? Or create a new story. So you can do a picture. And once you do the picture, you can add in a heading, tap on done, and you have an image that you can add. And all you would have to do is tap on this button here to post it. Okay, another option you can do is you can add from the smiley face up here. You can add other people to your post. So you can mention someone. So I can mention my coworkers. I can make it small and to the side. I also can click on here. Okay, so some other popular options from here are the ability to add music, to add a poll, to add your hashtags or links. But one that I always like to show is this one. So if you have any other pictures you wanted to add, if you wanted to create a collage, you can click on here, which will give you access to other pictures that you can input inside of that story, right? So this is a picture of the moon last night, right? And I can layer my information however I'd like, right? Everything is editable, changeable, to add some contrast and some different. I can go back in, add in some information about the appliances, for example. When you click on them, you can update it. And if I drag them into the little trash bin, I can delete them. Okay, so if I wanted to add some information about the appliances, the poll, Are you updating your appliances before you move? Yes or no? Let's move the question over here. And if you wanted to add an additional message or some verbiage, you can. A little face. Or a question. Right, these are all of the different things that you can do in your stories. They don't all have to be this busy, but this is a way that I'm showing you multiple features on your story. And then you can post it by tapping. You can either choose to add it to your story, and since they're connected, you can also add it to the Facebook story at the same time. You can send it to your close friends, or you can send it through a direct message. I'm going to tap on share and it's going to be available. I can also add it to my highlights. I'm going to tap on done. And then when you click up here, this will be another story that I created. Okay, so this is a story that I created that was just something I saw that I wanted to share on my story. Right, those are two examples of things I just liked that I wanted to share. So in order for you to do that, all you would have to do is go to a reputable source. So for example, realtor.com, or visit their page. Okay, and if you see anything that you like that you wanted to share, so for example, I wanted to post this to my story, I can tap here, tap to my story, and I have it available. Tap on done. And that's another option that I've gone ahead and I've created. Okay, so we did talk about going live, about reels, about stories. Let's go ahead and talk about, we did talk about hosting live so that you can do a virtual open house. So we do want to talk about neighborhood communities and client testimonials, as well as an introductory video. So I'm going to share some content with you to help you do just that. Before we jump into some resource ideas regarding the videos that you can post, I did want to take you into facebook.com and show you that they have made some updates to Facebook. When you scroll down, we're going to scroll down to the middle of the page right before you get to where it is that we're going to make a post. From here, when you can create a post, you can either tap on photo or video. And when it comes to video, all you would have to do is click on photo or video. And once you have, you can simply click on here and choose either that photo or that video from your computer. Another option that you do have, let me discard these changes. You can click on the live button, which will offer you two options now. They also have simplified these steps on going live, and they've also created some space to practice. So in the first option, you can go live. This means you're immediately going to go live to your audience. This is spur of the moment, but you're also able to either go live by yourself or with others. You're also now able to go live automatically within 24 hours or right now. And you can also add interactive tools to keep your audience engaged. You also have the ability to toggle on here and create a test broadcast before going live. And setting it up is easy. You would simply tap on set up live video. All it's going to ask you for is to go ahead and syndicate. So I'm going to click on here. And it's going to ask you to connect with your video source, complete your post details, and go live. So as we scroll through here, it's going to syndicate automatically with your webcam, or if you'd like to add a specific streaming software. On the right-hand side, you're also able to share a story about what you're going to go live about. You're also able to check in into a specific location, input your feeling or activity that you're doing, and choose an image that will automatically give your audience a visual about what your live is going to be about. You're also able to cross-post it onto more than one pages, share it with a page group, and update your audience preferences. Scrolling down, if this is an event, you're also able to input your tickets and event information here. You're also able to preset a pinned comment. So you're able to enable this simply by toggling this on, right? Now let's go back and let's talk about the other option. You can create a live video event. This is fantastic for any events that you're going to be having. People can respond to your event because they're going to see it in response. You're also able to place that live video in more places when it's an event, and the system, Facebook, will remind you of your event. So both of these tools are very powerful, and you should use them to promote yourself and your business. Some examples that you can do when you go live. So when you go live, this is a spur of the moment normally, but this is fantastic to take a second with a customer when you're showing property and going live. Any back scene information, picture day, and inspection, just overview of kind of the back end of your business, you going and searching matrix. This is all great stuff for going live. A new tip that you have. And then you also have creating a live video event. So this means that you're able to tell people in advance that you're going to go live. This is excellent for a virtual open house. This is excellent for an event like a Q&A that you're going to host, a buyer seminar that you're thinking of hosting. Anything like that would be fantastic for creating a live video event. So now that you have these options, another area that I wanted to show you is inside of your page. Let me go ahead and click on here. Towards the top of your page, you don't lose these. You're able to tap on more and you're able to see your videos. So any videos that you post will still be available here. And also, if you were to go live, tapping on live, these past live videos, they live on your page. So people are able to preview them. Also during the feed, when they preview a feed on the home page, as they scroll through here, they'll have ability to watch new videos. And if they tap on the more button, they're also able to preview live videos. So these will constantly be streaming throughout Facebook, including the regular feed on the personal side. So your business page will get more traction. Now, another area that I wanted to show you is going to be inside of miamirealtors.com/Inman. This will take you to a page or a magazine subscription called Inman. It is a real estate industry magazine, and it has fantastic articles. It is $199 a year. It is free for you as Miami members. And on the right-hand side, we talk about how you can access it. You go to inman.com/select. You input your email address associated with your Miami membership, and then your temporary password is welcome to access here. I'm going to show you Inman because it has a great article regarding inputting and creating those introductory videos, which are so key for a business. And they have created an article called Creating an Introductory Video for Your Real Estate Website. Make it less about you, more about neighborhoods and your clients. So we do have an example here of one of the agents and what he has created, along with a great article that takes you into detail about how it is that you want to go about doing this video. Below we have the example of what that video is. Let's take a second and take a quick peek at his video. Keep in mind his video is short. You're looking at 2 minutes, 21 seconds. This is highlighting his specialty.
And I still live here, and I love it. It's amazing. I still love being a tourist.
We have his name towards the top, exactly what it is.
Agree, from Remax Masters Realty
and his
in
real
West
estate
Vancouver.
company.
And I have the great honor of
We have his logo towards the bottom.
right here in the beautiful North Shore.
We know where he's working.
When you list your home with me, I put a team of experts to work for you right away to get the best floor plan, photos, videos, virtual tours. I'm a social media master. That means I get to expose your home both locally, nationally, and internationally to get you the most exposure as fast as possible. And we put your best foot forward to make sure your home's presented in the best way.
What stood out to me is that he said his social media
Education,
master.
knowledge, and
He can market
preparation
my
is
property.
key. Many of my clients have told me they've never seen anyone do as much research on the market and on the neighborhoods when I'm buying and selling their homes. That's the best way to be informed, for you to make the right decisions to get the right price for your home. I
does a lot of
understand business,
research.
and I've been in it a long time. And I love people. I'm a people person. I love working with people from every culture, every country, and it allows me to work with them more effectively because I really enjoy what I'm doing.
He loves what he's
Downsizing your
doing.
home can be a very big decision, and I know it takes time and patience. The sooner we meet and start the process, the easier it'll be for you. But you'll enjoy my patience, and I'm happy to take you through the process of selling your home and finding the right home to downsize to on your timeline when you're ready.
What did you guys like about this video? Put it in the chat.
I'm Phil Legree from Remax Masters Realty, and I'm at your service. So give me a call, send me an email, and let's get together.
We love that his contact information is on the bottom and how to follow his social media. So that's just one example of an introductory video. Once you've created that introductory video, you can place it on multiple sites. We know that you can put it on your one home account. So if you are using Matrix and you're sending out property to customers, there's a spot inside of one home where you can input an introductory video. If you have added yourself to the aggregator sites like homes.com, there's an area where you can input an introductory video. If you are using savvycard.com, the digital card, the digital business card, that's another place where you can input an introductory video. If you are using any of the platforms to manage your testimonials, whether that's going to be Rate My Agent or Real Satisfied, and much more, you can use this video as a initial email with a potential customer. You can introduce yourself moving forward. You can put it on your website. So once you've created this piece of content, it really will keep giving, right? Once you've inputted and created this piece of, again, content. So aside from an introductory video, there's other ideas and other videos that you can do. And I want to show you that information now. So I'm going to share this article with you. This is creating an introductory video for the real estate website. Let me show you another. HubSpot is fantastic. There's a lot of great educational material that you can use here. On the top right-hand corner, they have a lot of resources that are completely free for you to review. They also have different video topics that you can use, including marketing for YouTube and much more. But I wanted to pick HubSpot because it has 14 best real estate videos for 2022. And I'm going to share this with you so you can preview it after class. And the one I wanted to show specifically was this one by Sonia Lopez. So here she's in Coconut Creek. But what I like about this is it's very effective, very doable, and she does it with her cell phone. So most of us don't have all of the special gear and all of the additional features to make some of these elaborate videos. But I feel that the Sonia Lopez video gives you a lot of insight and ideas into how you can film your own with a tripod and a cell phone, or maybe having a friend come with you and hold your phone. So let's do a quick overview. Let's do the first maybe 1 or 2 minutes because she does go into detail about the home. There's certain things I want to show you. So I'm going to press play. We're going to expand this video. I like how she walks towards you
So today I'm in the city
and
of
introduces
Coconut
herself.
Creek, and we're going to be looking at this beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house right here behind me. But
Intros
before
the
we go
home.
inside and take a look, I'm going to show you a quick view of the neighborhood. I've done a video in this neighborhood before here in Coconut Creek, but just a different house.
And she's going to
This
show you the
house,
neighborhood.
It's a really great house.
So we're going to click here, move on. And she's just taken her phone. And as somebody drives, that would be the safest, they just record. They have some movement. And this is a good play on both a video that you're going to record in advance or even doing a live on Facebook. This idea works really well. After she shows you the video, she takes you back to the front of the house.
Okay, so that was the neighborhood. Now, let's head right inside.
They go inside and she goes into detail about all of the upgrades, the flooring, and she's basically your eyes,
So
right?
this is the view
Her
from
contact
the entry.
information
Wanted
is
to
towards
show
the
you
bottom.
guys. Once we open the door, this
Right?
is what you see. Nice, white, and bright.
But I do like very much Inman, and I do like HubSpot a lot when it comes to ideas for real estate. With that, guys, that will bring us to a conclusion of part 4 of all things associated with video. Our next class, we are going to be talking about content and how it is to be used as a realtor. So we are going to be talking about how to keep you safe when you're posting on social media, some great tips that you can use, how to make sure that you are posting from a good source. We're also going to be talking about some do's and don'ts in social media. So hope to see you for part 5. Thank you so much for joining and watching. And we hope that you continue to enjoy our social media series for 2022. We hope that you are able to catch all 5. Make sure to watch on youtube.com/miamitrainers or of course on Miami Realtors Live. Thank you for being Miami members.